everyone. Welcome back to the channel for this evening's latest news episode. Riding solo tonight. Both Callum and Jamie cannot make it. It has been a long week for them both, so I can sort of understand it. 11 o'clock on a Friday night. I understand that, but we are here. But first of all, let's get some housekeeping out of the way. Make sure, if you're new around here, make sure to hit the like button, share button, and subscribe button. We passed 200 subscribers last week, so we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. So the journey is beginning. We're starting to get some more momentum. So hopefully, if you like what you see and like what you hear, then make sure to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Make sure to also subscribe to Jamie Phillips Football Chats and also subscribe to the Sanderson Show. Both links were in the description, and also the GoFundMe page for the midnight walk I'm doing for the Domestic Abuse Support Unit in Wrexham. That's been done in August, so we're trying to raise £500, so any donation, no matter how big, how small, would be very much appreciated. But hey, let's get on with the news. I didn't really think I'd be touching on this again, which is Conor McGregor, UFC303, injured again, what's really happened sort of thing. I thought, we put to bed now. We're not going to speak about this for at least another 2 months. Oh, no. So Conor McGregor has announced what his injury was that kept him out for so long. And obviously people were throwing stuff around like Chael Sonnen said, oh, Conor's in rehab, y'all, because of his alcohol. Not the case by the looks of it, but because of a broken toe. As you can see here, as I'm showing my screen, so he revealed that it was a broken toe. So I'll just read it out. Man, we were super fucking ready for the fight. It's absolutely gut-wrenching to take. I just want that new Bugatti, how I go and justify myself, and now without banking these fights. We had a lapse in concentration and then engaged in a training session while wearing full protective gear, and I hit my toe off the elbow and broke the toe clean. It needs a few weeks. That's it. I couldn't justify my teams, my fans, that I will make the walk hinted again. That walk has already been seen. And the next walk got to be, and will be the 100% Conor McGregor. The fans deserve it. I'm getting close. A slight lapse in concentrations and a nuisance of the injury would be picked up. That's it. You take the lesson, you move forward. I'll get back to this. I got to. I got 2 fights left on my contract. Got Bugattis and more yachts on my mind. And I'm coming to shine. I'm going to take my time. Because I still got the yachts, some Bentleys and mansions and all that. Rest yourself. But you get me, I'll be back. See you soon. See you at the top. Chandler or not. Then hashtag McGregor's real BMF. Conor McGregor forever. Going nowhere. So, broken toe. And as you can see here, some lovely photos of the toe. And obviously you can see here that, the toe got snapped clean off the toe here. So, as you can see here, he has snapped the toe clean off. And, he has earned the right to go, hey, look, in this stage of my career, haven't got a lot of fights left. I've just come back off a gruesome leg break. And I don't think he has as much power as he did with the company back when he was on the rise, but I reckon he's still got a fair amount of sway. And if he really wanted to, he could probably tell the UFC, no, I'm waiting till I'm 100% ready because I want to give the fans what they deserve. And as you can see, he got what he wanted, because I really thought that, oh crap, this injury's going to take him out for ages. And a broken toe, like, it's still a pretty bad injury, to be fair. Like, you snapped the toe clean off the bone, and there is a thing in life, right? There is a thing in life. Big up Eric in the chat. Big up Eric. I hope you're well. Make sure to smash the like button, Eric. And do you know, like with McGregor on the rise, the witty comebacks, is like the quick one-liners, the little insults, yeah, he gives to other fighters, yeah. And obviously, when he suffered the major leg break, not a lot of fighters were really giving him shit because fuck, just broke his leg. That could be him done. So other fighters weren't so quick to criticize or quick to laugh on his misery. However, yeah, when you've made a career of shit talking, expect a little back. And he got quite a bit, not quite a bit of backlash from fans. I reckon, yes, the fans that did pay about $5,000 for their ticket for the UFC 303 event, which is cursed, by the way. We'll touch on more of that later. I probably know people are going to thinking, why is there a Max Holloway in your thumbnail? He's not even in this. It's not even in the title, but we will get onto that in a little bit. Woodley's feet. The card is better without him, to be honest. Yes. Yes and no. Yes and no. I'd say yes because hey, look, the two fighters that we've got now headlining, they've both been active fighters. So we've already seen what they're like in the octagon over the past 18 months to 2 years. McGregor, we've not seen in 3 years. Chandler's pretty much going to be sitting out for 2 years by the time he gets this fight. And we're sort of sitting there going, well, you're looking at the fight on paper, this fight looks like a banger, but obviously they're both out of shape. They're both out of cage minutes. So I do expect that fight to be a bit of a disappointment when it should happen, just because the fact that they're both really, really underprepared. But yeah, so McGregor broken toe. Let's go through some of these fighters, yeah. And I did say he said he couldn't justify. So McGregor also says just going to share the screen there. Big up Eric again. As I said, I don't like McGregor. If he fights again, I hope he gets smashed. If he doesn't fight again, I will be glad to see the back of him. Yeah, he is a very polarizing figure. Hey, look, I will make no bones about it. Yeah, I'm a massive Conor McGregor fan. Yeah, and he has rubbed me up the wrong way with his actions. I think everything after the Mayweather fight, his actions from the Mayweather onwards, has really put a really sour taste in my mouth. And he said here, and plus I did like his whole like paragraph before for people that have just tuned in the Irish accent. So anything McGregor says now, I'm going to say it in an Irish accent. But Eric, I completely understand. I think the UFC will be. I think certain fans will be glad to see the back of him. Certain fighters, certain coaches will be glad to see the back of Conor McGregor's antics, but Dana won't be glad to see the back of him. Dana won't, because he knows that he is still a pay-per-view star, even though we are in the generation. No, we're in a UFC era where you don't need pay-per-view stars because ESPN already buy the amount of events you're going to do, which sort of means like, oh, you can sort of the best a little bit of what events. I am Irish. You can do the Irish accent, Eric. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yeah, so McGregor also said he couldn't justify fighting with an injury again after doing numerous times throughout my career. I couldn't justify to my team, my fans, that I'll make the walk into the game. The walk has been seen. The real walk has got to be 100% with Conor McGregor. So he said that he knows that he needs to make the walk 100%, which is very, very rare in fighting. You do nothing, yeah. Exactly, you do nothing, yeah. You fucking known to me with that accent, yeah. So, but McGregor talks there about, I want to be back. I want to be 100% when you go in. It's like in many sport. When are you actually 100% when you go in? Because when most fighters get interviewed, yes, they say up to the fact they go, hey, camp's been great. we've been in the best shape of the career. Oh, we look amazing. We look fresh, no injury. Second they lose the fight, man, I got a few injuries, y'all. Hurt my ankle, hurt my knee, my back's fucked. Training was difficult. I sat out most of it. I got sick during camp. So no fighter is ever 100%. And if McGregor is really after 100% for him to get back in the octagon, that's a worrying sign for me that he may never feel mentally ready to go back into the octagon after the leg break. And I know people have their opinions on him, but that was one of them. That's a career ender. Like, we shouldn't even be talking about McGregor coming back because he should be done. But the fact that he's now pulling out the fight because of a broken toe, and you know what? We like to bring receipts on this channel, right? And McGregor has racked up plenty of receipts. Then he talked about, the red panty night. Said Chandler getting paid 10x over the contract makes for other fights, meaning he'll need to fight 10 fights to make what he's making this one. For they'll say he could have fought 2 to 3 times now. He wouldn't need 10 to break even with this check. And okay, we don't know what the exact purse will be, but Dana did sort of say this is a $20 million gate for UFC303. Like before. So he would have definitely got the biggest payday of his career. Eric with another comment says, been up in court for drink driving offences, doesn't show up to court. We think he's better than everyone else. In the octagon, he's better than most, but outside the octagon, he's an arsehole. Yeah, uncomfortable conversations, very uncomfortable conversations. Hey, and I'll make no bones about it. Yeah, that's why someone's not on the top of my GOAT list for certain things he's done outside the octagon. So I'm going to keep my energy the same. His antics outside the octagon have been concerning and appalling, and he deserves to be punished. And whether or not he will is a different thing, but he needs to be, he needs to be punished for his mistakes. Smash up the likes. Exactly, Osman. So everyone that's in here, smash up the likes. It's just me tonight. Callum and Jamie couldn't make it, but massive love to them both. We'll all three of us will be back together on the Sanderson Show tomorrow when we're doing a watch-along for UFC Saudi Arabia. Yeah, Whittaker versus Askarov. Is it Askarov or Alikrov? I don't know. I need to learn how to pronounce a Russian fighter's name because I am absolutely doing him no service whatsoever. So, yeah, it's basically saying like McGregor, McGregor said like Chandler, yeah, he's going to. The reason why he's sitting out because he's not going to get paid anything else. Like, he's not going to pay anything as big as what he did. Maybe, maybe not, but I reckon that could change if a certain fight comes up that we may talk about later. But we move on. Right, we talk about fighters, fighters that have got a bit of a past with McGregor. Yeah. Bringing out receipts. Yeah. We like receipts on this channel, yeah. We like receipts. What time do you start the stream tomorrow? It'll be 8 p.m. UK time. 8 p.m. UK time. So we are, it's looking good. Looking good. That's all I can say. It's looking good. It's looking good. Right. Also, obviously McGregor's posted this on the Instagram. Not going to show. It's basically him on the yacht. And Islam Makhachev with a comment. We know Connor's history with AKA. We know his history with Khabib and stuff like that. And of course, it wouldn't be like Islam to miss an opportunity to poke a bear at someone that he would said that he'd be willing to fight for the money. You don't need a pinky toe for a fight. LOL, chicken. Uncomfortable. True, maybe if it is clean off the bone, hey, Pereira, the guy that saved your card, that's the thing, he's still got 2 broken toes, one before 300, one after 300. And then basically, Makhachev called Chandler a loyal dog. He called him a Hakito, which is remembered as remarkable loyalty to his owner. So basically, Islam's basically calling Chandler McGregor's little bitch, basically, which is a nice line, which is a good tweet, which is a nice line. And you know what? what people may like or dislike Islam Makhachev, he is very, very witty with the one-liners, and I do think it does get forgotten because of the language barrier. But hey, he comes up with some killer lines, and some killer burns, and that is just another burn, just basically calling Chandler McGregor's little lapdog, which is sort of true because Chandler could have fought. Woodley's feet, absolutely big facts. Yes, he's an absolute savage. He's an absolute savage, and yeah. So remember when McGregor and Rafael dos Anjos was supposed to fight, and McGregor was like, "Get some ibuprofen on that leg, yeah? To get some ibuprofen so you can avoid me." Well, RDA's taken 8 years for this comeback. The difference between you and me, Connor, you finally got exposed. You have a pinky toe injury, while I have a broken foot. Let me know what you comments. Let me go, guys, what you think in the comments below. So basically, he's clapping back at McGregor and saying, "Hey, look, when we were supposed to fight all those years ago, I actually had a legit injury. I broke my foot. You just broke your little pinky. You just broke this." Obviously, McGregor said, "Chael, shut your pie hole, you hoe. You tap from a ground and pound." So basically, he's also, clapping back at Chael for saying that he's in rehab for his alcohol issues or his love for Proper 12. That I've not tried actually Proper 12. I may try it one day. So we may try Proper 12, but yeah. So obviously, Conor debunking rumors that he went to rehab. Yeah, showing off both the foot injuries. Approval of the McGregor. Hey, Eric, it's taking me a lot of time to get this accent right, yeah? It's taking a lot of time. Taking a lot of time to get this accent spot on, yeah? Taking a lot of time for me. But very, very much appreciated, Eric. Very much appreciated. Yeah, and also, let's see what happened. Yeah, and then that one's ended. Yeah, so what we have learned, right? I'll also find something else as well. So, McGregor's out. Chandler still said that he's going to wait around. Dana admitted basically that he's still waiting around. However, ever, Michael Chandler's been tweeting. Can you say you'd like to apologize for absolutely no? I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does whatever the fuck he wants. Hey, very much appreciated. It still needs a little bit of refining, but once we get there, it'll be great. Be great. It just needs a little bit of refining. Yeah, so Michael Chandler said he's probably going to wait around, but this will concur to a certain man that is in my thumbnail. Max Blessed Holloway. You know why I'm mentioning it? Because Michael Chandler posted this up. Blessed Man Forever. BMF. And also when you look on Twitter and type in Michael Chandler BMF, right? Someone dropped a comment for him. Look at that. Bravo Mike Foxtrot BMF. And McGregor did put in his long Instagram paragraph about the injuries. He said, "We'll see you at the top, Chandler or not." Right? So many of us are thinking, oh, Max is going to fight Ilya for the featherweight belt, sort of locking off the BMF belt for the time being, right? But I don't think that's going to happen because I think Dana said a couple of months ago, or not 6 weeks ago, we're working on something for Max. I'm thinking, well, it's got to be Ilya. It's got to be Ilya. There's going to be no one else. And credit where credit's due to the UFC. Sometimes recently they have been pulling rabbits out the hat to basically reschedule fights that have been cancelled that we will touch on later. However, could there be a possibility that the UFC knew about this toe injury a lot earlier than when it happened? Probably not, because why would you cancel your press conference in Dublin? Great comment, Eric. What do you do with the BMF title? It can serve up some cracking fights. For me, the title, it's a bit strange. Yes, it is a bit strange. It's a bit of a gimmick belt. I think James mentioned it, saying he doesn't like it. I'm not a fan of it. If you're going to get a belt, it would be like a Legends belt, so you can pass it along your Legends. Then, yet again, you could say, what qualifies a Legend? Get a shot at a Legends belt. But because there's not like an open weight or like a catch weight, you can't. For me, the BMF belt should be like a catch weight belt. Big up, Clark. Big up. For me, the BMF should be a catch weight belt because let's be honest, there's some bad motherfuckers. 170, 185, 205 heavyweight, and then there's some bad motherfuckers down in the lighter weights. For me, with the BMF belt, right? If you are linked with that belt, you either have nothing to do in your division, like Max was, or like Gaethje, or like Dustin was, or like Diaz is, or what Masvidal was. A European. What's the next European? What's that? Yeah, possibly. That's the thing. Like my fear when they introduced the belt was like, oh crap, they're just gonna basically do the WWE thing, just gonna be loads of belts. We're gonna devalue our actual champions and turn it into a bit like boxing, where you've got to get this belt, this belt, this belt before people give you the recognition that you actually deserve. But hopefully not. I think the BMF belt, if you claim that you're title caliber and you're floating around with that BMF belt, that basically tells me that you're no longer ready to fight for a belt, or you've passed, your time's passed to fight for the belt. Like Conor McGregor, probably like Michael Chandler, because he has sat around for 2 years. He's wasted 2 years to get to the belt. Whether or not he would have got to the belt if he didn't fight McGregor, probably not. You probably know the win over McGregor probably gives him more of a legitimacy to jump the queue, because we know, if dominoes fall the right way, Dana will let you jump the queue. Pretty much, he let Chandler fight for the full belt in his second UFC fight against Charles Oliveira. So it shows that it can be done. But no, he has tweeted, Bravo, Mike Foxtrot. There was also another comment which I can't think I can show up really because I can't find it. It's that, like, oh, would you fight Max? And he was like, yeah. So just spitballing the idea here. That's why I put, will McGregor Chandler happen? Because for me, right, looking at that tweet, especially the last bit, I don't think Conor really wants to fight Michael Chandler. I don't. I think McGregor wants 2 big fights, and then he can roll off into the sunset to do boxing, to do the misfits, the influencer, celebrity thing, or even go and make movies like he did in Roadhouse, which I actually found him hilarious in, to be honest. But I don't think he really wants to fight him anymore. And plus, Conor scared of Chandler? Possibly. Possibly could be scared of him. But as every scared fighter is trying to talk himself out of it, yeah, absolutely trying to talk himself out of it. And like, let's be honest, right? Like, if McGregor after his leg break, yeah, I'd say so. It's a bit of fun. Basically, McGregor just acts like himself, basically, which is bloody hilarious. But about your thing, Ottoman, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Conor has not been the same for 6 to 7 years, and we know it. He's lost the essence of a fighter, yeah. And me, Callum, and Jamie, we've all spoken about it. That Mayweather fight, Woodley's feet, massive appreciation, man, massive appreciation for you wanting to sub. That's great, man. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, he lost his essence as a fighter. Yeah, because I think me and Callum, I think I've sort of said it as well. That Mayweather fight, when he was in his pomp, and like he was staring down a prime Tyron Woodley in the weigh-in for UFC 205. You're thinking, shit, could McGregor go triple champ like straight off the bat? Obviously, Callum is of that notion that McGregor would have been KO'd. I believe that McGregor would have lost if he would have fought Woodley at 70 straight after beating Eddie Alvarez. But he chose, basically, he chose to set up his family's legacy, not legacy, his family's wealth is secured for at least several generations with the money that he's made out the UFC. The money he made from Proper 12, the Mayweather fight, every endorsement deals and stuff like that. And for me, like, he could have retired after Mayweather fight and everyone would have gone, okay, I left on top, didn't he? But it's obviously he's fought, suffered a leg break. And back to your question, yeah, he has lost the essence to be a fighter. And he is trying to talk himself out of the Chandler fight, in my opinion. I don't think he really wants to fight him. I think he's doing a favor for the UFC, saying, oh, look, if I beat him, can I get who I really want? And as much as McGregor has been washed, champions still want to fight him. How crazy is that? Conor McGregor is washed as a championship fighter, right? We all agree that he's done at the elite of the elite end. But the big champions still want to fight him. Jorge Masvidal wanted to fight him when he had the BMF belt. Kamaru Usman threw the gauntlet down for Conor McGregor. Islam Makhachev even called him out, like, oh, if he beats Chandler, then of course I'd like to fight him. Easy fight, chicken tap. He is still the rare penalty fight, right? Yeah, absolutely, he's a rare penalty fight, which shows that he is still the company's biggest draw, which is absolutely mental. He's still the company's biggest draw, which is damning on the UFC. And probably people are probably thinking, look, why aren't you cooking Dana tonight? Dana made some outrageous comments, and I thought because this news would come out about McGregor, about ULBERG, and about other things, we thought we'd let the Dana stuff marinate for a little bit. Plus, I need my two chefs alongside, and Dana's going to say something again between now and when John Jones fights. So he'll get his little Salt Bay cooking, whatever. But yeah, speaking of McGregor, the fact that he's still basically the fight of the company still shows how much the UFC have really missed the boat on certain opportunities in promoting fights. Whether or not COVID played a factor, I think it did play a factor with the Three Kings when Izzy, Francis, and Kamaru all had their belts. They definitely missed the boat to go to Africa. They missed the boat to go to Africa again for Dricus du Plessis. They're probably going to miss the boat to go to Spain. They've not missed the boat to go to Manchester. They've not missed the boat to go back to the UK. That's only because that we've had to build an indoor arena for Dana to go, oh yeah, we'll go back to England again, apart from the OVO arena or the O2. But he has missed opportunities, and the fact that McGregor is still, the main attraction. Feeling on Gaslam looking fat today. Well, MMA Madness. If you're new around here, make sure to hit the like button, share button, subscribe button. Last night, me, Jamie, and Callum, we did a stream preview in the Saudi card, and we did talk about Kelvin Gaslam. So I'll just give you a little snippet. Kelvin Gaslam will look back at his career and you'll go, what if? What if I committed a little bit more? What if I watched the diet a little bit? Probably shouldn't have eaten that. Because hey, the guy's literally vlogging about him basically he's gonna miss weight because he's stuffing his face. Unprofessional from a guy that literally had one of the best fights ever against Israel Adesanya, and he's on about think he's on about no, it's Rodriguez on about losing 3, but hey, Gaslam's could be on the verge of being cut, and you're not preparing like a guy that really is like shit. I could lose my job here, so he's very unprofessional. And I've not seen the same energy for Paulo Costa when he did it to Marvin Vettori. Remember that, guys and girls? Marvin Vettori versus Paulo Costa, Apex main event, scheduled at middleweight. This was in COVID. Costa's like, oh, can't be asked. Okay, catch weight, 200 pounds. Costa's like, oh, can't be asked. Okay, we'll do it at light heavyweight. And Vettori, hats off, did a lot better than I imagined. But Costa got ducked, you know. Oh, Sam. Oh, sorry, Sam. I was here last night. So I feel confident in seeing him today. Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I feel confident in him until seeing him today. Yeah, I've seen some photos going around. Hey, Daniel Rodriguez, I just hope that you're ready, man. Because I forgot who I predicted. I need to make a note about who I predict. And then people can go, hey, look, yeah, remember when you predicted so-and-so? And I'll be like, able to go, oh, shit, yeah, I did. Or, oh, crap. Sort of thing. So I need to make a note of that. Next UFC card we do after Saudi, basically 303. I'll be making notes of our predictions. So when people cook us or like to call us out, I'll be like, hey, we made this, we did this here. Smash the like button up. Yeah, absolutely. Smash the like button. Everyone got 10 people watching. Do you place bets then? No, I don't. I don't gamble. I don't bet. I have a very addictive personality, so once I start something I like, I will keep going. So this is why I don't place bet. I have advised people to place bets, and they've won and they've lost. So take that what you will. I remember. I'll go off top of the football. Remember the Barcelona PSG comeback? I had that problem with cocaine. It's the same. Hey, trust me, it's the same problem Conor McGregor has. Trust me, don't worry. You're not alone. McGregor's got the same issue, my friend. He's got the same issue. No, I did tell a friend at uni, I'll bet on Barcelona beating PSG Champions League for that comeback. He didn't. Missed out on like 700 quid. So his loss. His loss. But anyway, will Chandler versus McGregor happen? Simple answer. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Because I think it's shitty on Chandler. You've basically wasted 2 years of your career. And then last minute, McGregor just goes, yeah, fuck this. And the UFC go, yeah, fuck this. We're not doing this fight anymore. You must be sitting there going, shit, just been screwed. And like for McGregor, I think he needs to fight Chandler. And I think I think he needs to fight Chandler because let's be honest, he's probably going to get a title shot afterwards. And I know he said he's going to fight the last contract of his deal. You can go title for career. Tony Ferguson's got more of a chance to fight Conor than Chandler, in my opinion. Hey, Tony Ferguson's got bloody. Oh, who's Tony Ferguson got in Abu Dhabi? Is it Nick Diaz? Or is it Vicente Luque? I can't remember. But I know he's got either an old vet or he has like one of the young bucks. So, but McGregor's not to be trusted. All things we've seen from him over the years, he's lost respect. Yeah, he's rapidly losing respect now, especially out of his hardcore fans, to be honest. And even I have wished that he could retire gracefully, but Sometimes he's got. Hey, he literally predicted this. Remember when he's like, I'm like I like Vincent Van Gogh in the times. It just lose your mind in the game. I think he's just lost his mind, chasing the goal, chasing the dream, and now that he's achieved everything he's ever wanted. What do you do when you've already climbed the mountain? You've got nothing else. Got nothing else to climb for. He's got nothing else. He's got nothing else to prove to me. He's got nothing else to prove to the UFC brass. He's got nothing to prove for the majority of his fans. So what's he got left to prove? I think that's the thing that he's going to struggle with most. Because he probably knows he can't do what he wants to do anymore, but his body and his mind is sort of, rapidly running out of the capacity to fight. I just hope he's got a strong enough team to basically tell him, hey, it's time to end his fight career. But hey ho, everyone that's tuned in so far, make sure to hit the like button, share button, and subscribe button. We are on a road to 1,000 subscribers. But the next realistic target is to get to 300. So that is the goal. That is the aim. But hey ho, speaking of 303, let's talk about a fight that was supposed to be scheduled. Crazy, right? That the original co-main event for this fight was supposed to be Jamal Hill versus Carlos ULBERG. That was supposed to be the main event. No, not the main event. Apologies. It was supposed to be the co-main. And since then, Jesus Christ, we've had some replacements. We've had Jamal Hill pull out because, he had the Alex Pereira, syndrome where he couldn't stop speaking about Alex. Now, all jokes aside, he suffered a really bad knee injury. And I don't think he properly recovered off that knockout, to be honest. So I think the fact that he pulled out was probably the right decision. However, the replacement for Jamal Hill was Anthony Smith, who's coming off of a good win against a highly talented prospect. So it's a great win. You're thinking, hey, ULBERG and Smith is going to be a good fight. Oh, no. Carlos ULBERG goes, hold my beer. Yeah. So the original two that were supposed to be fighting are out. And we've got a new fight on the card, not a co-main event. It is now Anthony Smith versus Roman Dolidze, everybody. Roman Dolidze versus Anthony Smith at light heavyweight. And it has now been confirmed as well. So it has been confirmed now that, yes, he will be making his light heavyweight debut, Roman Dolidze versus Anthony Smith, on a week's notice. Very, very interesting fight. I'll be stunned to see if this goes very long because both of them, I know, when you talk about fighters saying they're in pristine shape, the cardio's on point. They've always been training, like Alex Pereira, sparring tied to Ivasa in Australia, warming up for Yuri Prochazka. However, is this a fight that was on my bucket list or what everyone's wish list for UFC303 International Fight Week was? I want to see Anthony Smith and I want to see Roman Dolidze. I want to see that fight. I don't think that was on our bucket list. But hey ho, it's on the card. And you know what? The card's shaping up to look good. It's a very good card. Obviously, it's not going to have the hype of McGregor. Yeah, MMA Madness. Exactly. No, it wasn't on the wish list. It was not on the wish list. But hey, he stepped up. You'll probably get a nice little pay incentive from Dana to say, hey, thanks for somehow keeping Anthony Smith on this card. However, speaking of the Lionheart, he's had some very choice words to say about our favorite, Alex Pereira. Yeah. Speaking about the champ. Speaking about the guy that is Mr. We like to say main events. Yeah. This is the guy that, you know, just listen to this, yeah? Believes that he wouldn't. Yeah, just listen to this guy, yeah? Just gonna play it now.
It was probably very matchup specific. Like he wouldn't have probably taken this fight with Magomed and I'm not trying to hype myself, but probably not with me just because it's a different skill set. He's already trained for Yuri one time before, so he's familiar with him. He's been in there with him. So again, he's more familiar with him. There's not the stress and the shock and awe of the unknown.
And then you say, hey, Pereira, good luck in your fight. You get the job done. I'm here. I'm next. Look at that shit. This is what I'll do to you. You haven't fought a grappler yet. I'm not I don't know, finish the sentence for me, Anthony. This is your fault.
I'm not an idiot, and I'm not going to stand in front of you, play that game. This is mixed martial arts, and we're going to have a full fight.
Then it kind of does all kind of map out perfectly.
If I cut a promo on Alex Pereira right afterwards,
I mean, look at this. You have I was saying this on.
It was.
So he's basically, no, with all due respect, actually, I'll just read out the comment from you, Ottoman, before he gets a bit of a cooking. I don't want to say anything bad about Anthony because I like the podcast with him in Bisping. But as a fighter, he has 8 L's and he has 8 liters of an 8 liter, but only puts $20 of petrol. Facts. He is a gatekeeper. Okay, let's get one or two things straight, right? When Alex Pereira came up to light heavyweight, everyone was like thinking, "Rah, when you fight Jan Blachowicz, who can grapple a little bit, this guy's in trouble." And bear in mind, he was in trouble, and it was a close decision that I thought he was lucky to win, lucky to beat Jan Blachowicz because of the grappling. Nah, there's no way. There is no way this guy's beating Yuri Prochazka. No way. Too unorthodox. Weird style, the leg kicks. Bear in mind that he's got one of the best leg kicking games in the business. Yes, the grappling's not perfect, but my God, he's training with one of the best jiu-jitsu grappler practitioners in the game in Glover. Thought, no way. And remember, guys, when Alex got the belt, remember what he said, which was a breath of fresh air. I want to be an active champion. I want to be active. So I want to fight on my terms. And I'm ready. And you need to fall in line with my schedule because I ain't waiting around for you. Yeah? I'm not waiting around for you to do what needs to be done, but I'm sort of not waiting around for you to sort of do what you need to do. So, yeah, and MMA Man is absolutely facts. Pereira's a savage. Watch one of his training videos today. Learn from the best. Pereira do Yuri over again. Yeah, in my opinion, he will. I take it, MMA Madness. You saw the sparring with Tuivasa. Whew. Dangerous. So Anthony Smith claimed he wouldn't have taken Magomed Ankalaev on short notice. Right. Let's debunk that. Let's debunk this live on stream. We're going to debunk this real quick. Right. Ankalaev. Let's go from his last 4. Or actually, I'd like to go from the last 5 fights. His 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 no contest. KO'd Anthony Smith, beat Thiago Santos, draw to Jan Blachowicz in one of the most boring fights of my life. No contest with Johnny Walker, and KO Johnny Walker in January this year. Yeah? KO'd him in January this year. What's he been doing? Has Magomed Ankalaev been injured for going on 7 months? Yes, I know I don't know whether or not he observes Ramadan, so I'm going to give him a bly if that's the case, why he couldn't train and do anything around Ramadan season. Completely understand that. So, but Pereira wants to be an active champion. Pereira didn't want to wait around until Abu Dhabi in October to fight Ankalaev. He wants to get his reps in. He wants to keep sharp. And I don't blame him. So he took the Jamal Hill fight. Flatlined him. Taking Yuri again. On short notice, by the way. Yes, short notice for both fighters. Because he was scheduled to... It's so weird. He was scheduled to headline Perth. So you could have had Izzy, Drickus, Pereira, Bohachka, all in one press conference. That would have been a banging press conference, by the way. Whew, it would have been a good press conference. But no, Pereira's come in to save the day on this card. And yes, Anthony Smith, fair play. You know, you're going to fight the Elite Say on the week's notice. You probably had very little time to prepare. But let's not, start thinking that you're Billy Big Bollocks because, Pereira, you know what? He doesn't want to, he doesn't want to challenge me because I'm a different matchup. I posed this and this and this. Yes, maybe your grappling's a little bit better. Yeah, but let's look at the caliber of people that you've been fighting and you've been beating, right? And everyone will tell me in the chat, yeah, if really Alex Pereira was scared of fighting Alex Pereira on short notice. Okay, 38 wins, 19 losses. Okay, let's look at his last 5. Three and 2. His last 5. Beat a very, rated prospect in Vitor Petrino. Touched on that in a minute. I haven't seen the Pereira title one yet. There was another one with his coach, another fighter, which was titled Alex Pereira Full Sparring Session in Australia, 12 days until UFC303. You know what? Probably tomorrow, I'll probably give that a watch. As well. I'll probably give that a watch. So thank you for bringing it up. I'll add it to the stuff to watch as well. I've got quite a busy day tomorrow, so I'll make sure I'll find some room to watch that. Yeah, so let's look at Anthony Smith's fights. When he's fought up a level, he's lost. Khalil Roundtree, Johnny Walker, Magomed Ankalaev, lost. Beat Ryan Spann, Jimmy Crew by a doctor stoppage because he basically battered his leg. Devin Clark lost to Rakic, lost to Glover. Beat Gustafsson. I think he was washed by then, I'm not too sure. Then lost to John Jones when he should have beaten John Jones because he should have taken the chicken's way out. Should have taken the chicken's way out. So yeah, so ULBERG's out. Gutted for him. I'll be very interested to see how this fight goes, how it looks. Be very interested. All fighters made weight. Just before I go, because it's about 10 to midnight here in the UK. So just before I go, all fighters made weight. Great, His Excellency will be delighted. for this weekend. But yes, but with regards to UFC 303, it's going to be an interesting card. It's definitely going to be a good card. I'm looking forward to it. But everyone that's tuned in, make sure to hit the like button, share button, subscribe button. Also, check out the GoFundMe link in the description below. Trying to raise money because we're doing the Midnight Walk. Lock off the card. For which card? Oh, hold on. I just got to sort. Hold on. I just got to sort the dog out quickly. We are back. Lock of the card. For which card? For which card's MMA Madness? Which card would you like me to tell you what my lock or my guaranteed pick is? Link in the description. Obviously, Callum's channel, Sanderson Show. Tomorrow, lock of the card tomorrow. Ooh, let's get the card up quickly, and I'll make it quick off the fly. Let's have a look. Okay, I've not really know what. Okay, a lock. The lock I'm going with is Shadow Putin to win. That's my lock. That's my lock. He's going to win tomorrow. That's my lock of the card. The rest of them are tough calls. They'll be good fights. They're just not as clear cut as I think Shadow Putin's going to be. In my humble opinion. I think that's what my lock of tomorrow is. Yeah. Link in the description to Callum's channel, the Sanderson Show. I think he's on the road to 2K. I think it's like 1.8 something. So make sure to show him love as well. Jamie Phillips, Football Chats, link in the description to top quality guys. Also, subscribe to Coppish as well. If you want your Liverpool content, sub to Coppish and LFC, Jamie's Football Chats. Make sure to subscribe to them channels. Subscribe to the Sanderson Show, where you'll see me, Callum, and Jamie all tomorrow night for the UFC Saudi Arabia watch along. And it's not going to be at 1 a.m. It's not going to be at 3 a.m. on a Sunday morning. It's going to be at 8 p.m. Saturday night UK time. So we'll be up a decent time, which is absolutely music to my ears. MMA Madness. I'm feeling a Pavlovich KO. Not seeing the other guy yet. Could definitely see a Pavlovich KO. I could see Volkov winning just because of the kickboxing range. He's a very awkward athlete to read. And just because of his size, his length, his kickboxing pedigree, he's a really difficult athlete to read. But you can find success against him. I just think with Pavlovich's gung-ho approach, I do think he could get picked off, potentially. Thanks for the great show. Yeah, absolutely. I'm just thinking maybe doing some new things on the channel because I love doing the live streams. I really want to get some interviews on the channel. Obviously, me, Callum, Jamie, those shows will always stay on this channel. So those will always stay. But trying to get some interviews, maybe make some shorter videos, but more depth analysis and ways to wins for fighters as well. So yeah, just let me know in the comments what you'd like to see on the channel, which I think is really important to get people's feedback on what they like to see, what they like, what they don't like. As long as it's constructive, then I don't really mind. But hey, everyone that's tuned in, subscribed, liked, commented, a massive appreciation. Without you, I wouldn't be doing this at all. At the moment, this is purely a hobby of mine that I'm hoping we can grow together as, you know, I get more consistent at it. Shock horror, the more you're consistent, the more you grow. Who knew? You knew. Who knew? But anyway, everyone that's tuned in, watched, thank you very much, everyone. And we'll see you all tomorrow night for UFC Saudi Arabia. Lock of the week. Shadow Putin to win second round finish. That's my lock of the week. We'll see you all tomorrow.